Welcome to Easy Time Solutions video tutorial sessions over the Easy Clocking Time and Attendance solution. This session is about setting user access level for your employees. As an administrator or department head, you have the ability to set the level of access your employees have to the time and attendance system. This may be as simple as giving them access to their employee portals or going as far as setting up administrative rights to each of your employees. This can be set as a 1-to-1 ratio or can be set up as a group depending upon your situation. Let's go and take a look at how we're going to set up a user's access to the employee portal. When you log into the Easy Clocking dashboard, this will be your landing page. We want to go in the main menu over to Users, and then into the submenu, we're going to continue on and go on to Access Level. The Access Level menu is about the middle of the submenu page, and we have a familiar screen on the left-hand side with our employees' names, the departments, our filters, and of course we have a step-by-step on how to change the employee settings. I'll stress this several times throughout the tutorial, but I can't stress enough that once you have completed the settings that you're looking for, you must click the Save button at the bottom of the screen. So let's go ahead and begin setting the access level for a user. We are going to use Michael Automatic at this point in time. For this tutorial, we first want to go ahead and enter in an email address for Michael. So in this case, we're going to set up Michael at easytimesolutions.com. In number 2, we allow access to the portal itself. Do we want to allow our employee to access their portal? In this case, we do. We do not want to allow the management of the time card. Otherwise, Michael is going to be able to access and to manipulate his time card. Then we want to go down to the username in which we will use to log in. In this case, we want to use the same naming convention in order for ease of use for the employees. We are going to use the first initial of the first name and the full last name of the employee. If you have employees that have the same first initial and same last name, you'll simply add a numeric value at the end of it. Don't change the naming convention. This will save you a lot of time and heartache down the road when users cannot remember their usernames. Once the username is set, we move down to step 4. In this case, the simplest solution is to automatically generate a password for the employee. They will be receiving an email to the email listed above here with their username information as well as a temporary password. The first time they log in, they are going to need to change that password to a password of their choice. A question inevitably will come up: what if I forget my password? A reset of the password is available on the login screen of the Easy Clocking system, which I will show you at the end of this tutorial. We set the password to auto-generate and skip down to number 5. If you are only allowing your users to have access to the employee portal, you are now finished with this tutorial. You will click Save, and I will show you what that is in just a moment. If you are trying to give any level of administrative rights to your employees, go down to number 5 and select Yes, and this will open up the 3 categories at the bottom of the page. We can go and make somebody a full administrator by clicking Yes in number 6 and assigning full privileges to this user. That will again gray out the boxes and lock down your selection that this user now has access to the entire system. If you are trying to isolate it down by department, by a location, or even just the amount of privileges available, we will go through and select from these categories. If we want to allow somebody administrative rights, but only to City Hall and then only to Council and Law, we would select the 3 boxes. There is a simple nuance that people miss. At this point, we do need to go back up here and assign privileges and click Yes. This does seem backwards and counterintuitive in the fact that you are isolating down what privileges you want and then going back and saying yes. At this point, we want to click Save. When we click Save, we will now send an email to the user. This email account that is listed at the top. I'm going to go ahead and remove all of the privileges that are set for our user here because he's only going to have access to the employee portal. I will click No again, and at this point, I will click Save. When the computer catches up, a message will pop up saying user's access level was saved successfully. An email was sent to the user with login instructions. We click OK, and we can continue on through the rest of our users and give them privileges. Again, these can go one-to-one, and we can change the privileges per user. As we said, if an employee does happen to forget their user information, on the login screen, we have an options button. We simply click on that and we scroll down, username locked. When we click on this, it does give us the option to go ahead and reset our password. We would enter in our email here, click send, and that will send us an email, auto-populated email, that will allow us to reset our password. Thank you for following along with this tutorial. For more information, you can check out our information at the help desk at Freshdesk. If you do not find the information you're looking for, please send us a ticket and one of our solution representatives will get back to you as soon as possible.